Some of you may wonder, how I got here, and maybe I'm wondering too. That perplexed me for 20 years. That perplexed nobody else. Even the only newspaper reporters who cared were back in Chicago, and they were just kind of sputtering and how did this happen? I mean, they were predicting I was, not long for Chicago. They weren't predicting I'd end up on the Today Show. But my age didn't trouble anybody. The Today Show was in good hands. Tom Brokaw was there. It wasn't the end of the earth. So nobody really. Yes, I was young, and but my age didn't trouble anybody. I was totally troubled because I didn't understand how I got there. You don't get to New York without trying. And the story of my career was not really trying to get ahead. It was just trying to live up to the expectations of the people I worked for. My bosses, I wanted them to be happy with me, and sometimes they weren't, and I felt terrible about that. But I was not ambitious. There was nothing so precocious about my talent to explain my presence there. I remember Rockefeller Center is clad in Indiana limestone, quarried within miles of Indiana University in Bloomington. And if you go up to that Indiana limestone facade, you can see the little ancient sea creatures. And it took them hundreds of millions of years to get to New York, and I got there in like 4 or 5. And it made no sense whatsoever. And I was perplexed by that. For years, kind of troubled by, I like the explanation to be clearly understandable, and I don't believe in fantasy. I'm not a dreamer. And had the job gone to Jessica Savage, it would have made sense because she was driven. In fact, she was driven. She was aiming there, but for the fact that she was in Philadelphia under contract for 6 more months, she might have had the job because she did come to NBC 6 months after I did. Mm-hmm. And Jessica was definitely driven. I definitely got a ride, and I didn't know how.